it's nothing. There's nothing to do except maybe, no, nothing. This big, gigantic, flat concrete area.
Without a garden here, it would be really dull because there's nothing to look at.
It was very, very depressing, and I almost didn't send her to this school because of the way it looked.
If it's not a place that's cared for, the kids know it. They might not be on the best behavior, or they might not do anything that shows that they care and respect the space.
Why should children come to a building that is surrounded by cracked asphalt and chain link fence and looks more like a prison than a welcoming home?
Well, the golden poppies are beginning to open.
I like the flowers because they look pretty, and I like looking at the plants.
We're also going to see like new plants in life, like bugs. It's called it's an isopod. There's two different types of isopods. When you plant stuff, it'll make you feel proud of yourself.
San Francisco Green Schoolyard Alliance came into being as a result of thinking by people here at the Tulio Park Child Development Center that the experience being provided to the children here in their outdoor environmental learning yard should be shared with children throughout the district.
I've never seen such a tiny worm.
Baby.
Go show Aisha.
It's wonderful to have this kind of environment at the schoolyard. It's important for urban children in particular to be able to have this experience.
Here are the strawberries that never even grown yet.
They never grew in strawberries yet.
Yep.
We've been waiting.
Pineapple sage, you can pick a leaf and smell it. It's wonderful.
And here's a pill bug.
It's a roly-poly.
It's a pill bug. It rolls up like a ball.
At this point, there are about 140 school sites in the district. About 36 to 40 of them have school gardens already. At the end of the next, say, 3 years, we'll have as many as 60 school gardens up and running and sustained and continuing year after year because the infrastructure is right. The pillars that are necessary to sustain a garden project are all in place. A green schoolyard offers all these different components that are, fundamentally much more interesting than a wall and a ball.
A group of parents got together with staff here at San Francisco Community School and decided that we wanted to take up the asphalt and plant a garden here. We felt pretty isolated. There wasn't a kind of a mother organization that we could turn to for help. SFGSA is now that mother organization, and it helps network all of the school gardens together and is completely invaluable at this point. It's a wide range of organizations and individuals that have come together to contribute their resources and their energy. It helps in so many different schools now, and we're proud to be a member of it and contribute to that continuing movement.
You need to dig a hole deep enough for your tomato.
Now we're planting tomatoes because we're probably gonna use them in cooking. So we want to have
cooking classes.
Yeah. Right. So we want to have lots of vegetables and stuff.
When a playground undergoes a greening process, I think the curiosity of children is tweaked and they see vegetables growing in the dirt and they learn that they don't come from Safeway, they come out of the earth. They can take the fruit off the tomato plant and make a pizza out of it. There's just unlimited opportunities, and the children get out of the classroom into the outdoors and have hands-on learning experience.
Do you live in there with the shovel?
A garden is a relatively inexpensive way to have this learning laboratory.
And then inside the barn is a yellow.
That is just really excellent place for teachers to teach and for kids to learn. I want you to make up a list of all the different uses you can think that humans have for plants and that animals have for plants. Okay.
There are also incredibly valuable moments of pure teaching that can go on, and real formal teaching that can go on in a garden that's set up correctly, that has the kind of components that a classroom has, whether that's a seating area or a whiteboard or some place for a teacher to teach.
Chard, excellent. So chard, you guys.
Key to making the garden work is to have someone who's called a garden educator or an environmental educator who can work with the teachers and help them integrate what happens outside into the curriculum.
This is a leaf of chard, and you're just going to tear it off. There's a chard leaf. Here's another chard leaf. Does this have a red stem? No.
We use it to integrate into like life sciences. I get to see the other side of my kids when they are not doing seat work in the classroom. I get to see the lovely, the other side of them. They get so excited, and then, and more wonderfully is sometimes my kids will just subconsciously using the Chinese language with each other in the garden.
The whole school has been studying about water. I meet really regularly with all the staff as they're deciding where they're going to go with the water project. We all talk together and figure out ways it can fit in. One classroom, a preschool, decided to study boats, and the kids were really excited about boats. And through our meetings, we decided I would explore some of the same concepts of floating and sinking, making boats out of natural materials. So when I had garden time with them, we put out leaves and toothpicks and wood chips and floated things. That's just a few examples.
If they don't have enough water, they might die dehydrated.
Mix a little bit more water in until it's a really thick, like peanut butter consistency.
Today we are hosting the Green Schoolyard Conference. There are parents from all over the district, teachers, garden coordinators, and there are folks from just beyond the district as well, from all over the Bay Area.
The unique aspect of the conference is that the majority of workshops are hands-on workshops where the teachers actually roll up their sleeves and build a retaining wall or build a bench, construct a willow structure that the children can play in, and so that something is left behind by the teachers and the participants when they leave the schoolyard the day of the conference. What project you're associated with?
One workshop that we thought was very important to have at this conference is the master planning workshop. Master planning is really a concept of taking the whole school into account and taking the whole school community into account when considering how to create your green schoolyard, and really considering what the students would want in their green schoolyard, what the parents would like to see in the school, and making that happen, starting small and then growing it so that it really becomes a successful, sustainable, and maintainable green schoolyard.
We would like to see this implemented on a broader scale because we believe that it can draw parents back to the public schools and be a reason for a parent deciding to send their child to a particular school.
The project that's taking place here is many things in my mind. It's a project that certainly helps a unified school district. Thus it helps the city and county of San Francisco. Very clearly the school teachers can use all the projects here today to teach children ecology and mindfulness in terms of how we need to develop our urban areas in the future. It's incredible. My mother used to say many little creeks make a big river. And when you bring together people like the parents that are here, bringing together the school teachers, it's amazing how you can just with many little creeks make a river of contribution happen within the school district and within the community. So it's a huge gift.